now she's trying to reinvent herself because there's been so much blowback, and you can only imagine studio calls about this woman behind the scene. Like, oh my God, we're $242 million in, and our lead actress hates our film, our actors, our storyline. There's rumors that she and Gal Gadot don't get along either because one's pro-Palestinian.
Let me tell you something. Disney's Snow White remake isn't just failing at the box office, it's become a full-blown cultural embarrassment. And Megyn Kelly just unleashed the truth bomb that Hollywood didn't want to hear about Rachel Zegler's disastrous performance. Here's the cold, hard truth. This might be the worst casting decision in Disney history. Think about that. We're talking about the company that gave us classics for nearly a century, and they somehow managed to cast a lead actress who openly mocked the original film. Rachel Zegler spent months trashing Snow White's story, calling the prince a stalker, dismissing the 1937 animation as outdated, and then had the nerve to act shocked when fans rejected her version. Megyn Kelly nailed it when she said, "Zegler is a PR nightmare. Let's be real."
No one on the right side of America can stand the star of this movie. And yet, Christian, you've seen the movie, and it appears that the filmmakers cobbled together enough salvageable material.
Disney fired Gina Carano for far less controversial statements, but Zegler gets a free pass because she checks their diversity boxes. That hypocrisy is impossible to ignore.
After 2 years worth of backlash towards Disney over Rachel Zegler's Snow White, this admittedly bastardized version, which we heard stories start to go viral.
Now let's talk numbers because they don't lie. This movie is bleeding money, a pathetic 43 million domestic opening when they needed at least double that. Just 44 million internationally. For a Disney princess movie with a $290 million budget, this thing isn't just a flop, it's a financial catastrophe that'll be studied in film school for years. What's really shocking is that even Disney's most loyal fans are walking out of theaters. The CGI dwarfs look like something from a cheap video game. Gal Gadot as the ugly queen? That's laughable when she's clearly more beautiful than Zegler. And worst of all, they turned Snow White from a sweet fairy tale into a woke lecture about fairness and modern values. Zegler's press tour has been a masterclass in how to alienate an audience. First, she trashes the original. Then when backlash hits, suddenly she's doing interviews with fake tears, talking about how much she loves Snow White. The whiplash is ridiculous. She blames toxic fans instead of taking responsibility for her own unlikability. Here's what Megyn Kelly understands that Disney refuses to acknowledge. This isn't just about one bad movie. It's about Disney's obsession with pushing agenda-driven remakes that disrespect the originals. They prioritize DEI checkboxes over good storytelling. They insult their core audience. And now, they're paying the price at the box office. The lesson is simple. If your lead actress hates the source material, maybe don't cast her. If your reimagining requires gutting everything fans loved about the original, maybe don't make it. And if your political messaging is more important than entertainment value, don't be surprised when audiences reject it. At least we got one good thing out of this mess. Megyn Kelly speaking truth to power and calling out this nonsense for what it is. Because someone needed to say what we're all thinking. This Snow White remake is a disaster from top to bottom, and Rachel Zegler's behavior made it infinitely worse. So what do you think? Was Megyn right? Or is this just another case of toxic fandom, like Disney wants us to believe? Let me know your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe for more unfiltered takes on Hollywood's biggest train wrecks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.